Hi, I wanted to share a recipe before the day ended, and it is green tea shortbread cookies. So yummy. And I've cooked this plenty of time before, and I don't cook it that much, but when I do, I want to and love to share recipes. So let's get to the ingredients. So the first ingredient is 2 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. So this is my house flour. All right. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Okay, so that's 1/4 teaspoon salt. 1 cup or equivalent to 2 sticks of butter. So I got my favorite butter here, and this is from Costco. And this is the only butter I use. Try not to use anything else because I know what results I'll get with this particular butter. So this is salted sweet cream butter from Costco. So 1 to 2 tablespoon matcha green tea powder. So this is my green tea powder, and it is by Matcha and product of Japan. Let me get you a close-up. And I found it in the Japanese store, and it is richly green. Let me get you a close-up picture. So this is made just for cooking. Has a very strong matcha flavor, packed with antioxidants. I know it's going into a cookie, but at least it'll have some antioxidants in the cookie. But 1 to 2 tablespoons of this. So between now and then, I'm going to decide, do I want a strong matcha flavor or a weak matcha flavor in the cookie? So 1 to 2 tablespoons, 1/2 cup sugar. All right. And then powdered sugar for dusting. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the recipe. Let me get my salt. All right. So to go through the recipe, I'll show you what I'm doing. Let's make it easy for you. And I consider this one of the easiest cookie recipes. The ingredients are so easy. It just takes a little bit of patience, because this is something you can't get from the store. It's a DIY, so you'll see how easy it is. So 2 1/4 cup flour. All right. Okay, 1, 2 1/4 cup. Okay. All right, 2 1/4 cup flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt. All right, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Oops, spilled a little bit. Put it over the shoulder. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon salt. 1 cup butter. So that's 2 sticks of butter. So I showed you the preferable butter by Costco. Okay. So 2 sticks of butter. I got my 2 sticks right here. Okay. 1 to 2 tablespoons matcha green tea powder. So I think I'm just going to put 1 1/2. I think 1 tablespoon might be too weak, but 2 tablespoons might be too strong. So I'm going to put 1 1/2. Okay, so here is 1 tablespoon, and here is 1/2 tablespoon. Okay, 1/2 cup sugar. All right, 1/2 cup sugar, and then powdered sugar for dusting after it's cooked. Okay, so we're going to make it easy. And let's see if we can get this all mixed up without a stand-up mixer, because I don't have one. And the dough in here is, I would say this would make about maybe 20 cookies. So after the video's over, I might make another batch. I have to think about where I'm going to be sharing this over the weekend. So I'll show you how much comes out of here. And it's looking pretty good. The green is coming out really, really pretty. And that's what I love about making mixed cookies, is the product that comes out really pretty, like the red velvet or the ube. The color just pops out. Okay, so I mean, if you have a stand-up mixer or a dough cooks, yeah, definitely. But I just know in the past that this has been easy to mix around by hand. Okay, so let me get it all together for you to see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Here is your batter for green tea shortbread cookies, and it smells so good. I can't wait to show you the ending of it. So this is what we're gonna do. We are going to roll them and flatten them. Okay, so put a little bit of this for dusting just in case. And I have my cookie cutters here. So let's see. I have all kinds of sizes. I got this off the internet and treated myself to cookie cutters. Okay, so I have all these sizes. I think I don't want it too big, and I want it too small, so I think this is medium. I'll get the medium size. It's about that size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll the cookie in a ball, and then I'm gonna flatten it out a little bit. Okay, so this is what I do with all my shortbread, because they're so, I would say, doughy, that if you don't tighten them up, it's just going to fall apart when they cook. So I tighten them up, I roll it, and then there you go. Such a pretty green color, don't you think? Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is, what I decided to do is not use the board. I'm going to go ahead and spray my cooking tray here, and then just flatten it right on the tray. So there you go. And then I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. And you know what? It actually looks like I don't need a cookie cutter. Let me see. Let me see one with the cookie cutter and without. Okay. Well, it looks good. It looks good with the cookie cutter. It makes it really fine around the edges. Let me see if I could show you. So that is cookie cut. Okay. All right, so, and that is about 1/2 inch. We don't want them too skinny in height, because then they will just fall apart. So let me roll a few more. There you go. I'm going to try to tighten it up a little bit more. Roll a few more. There you go. And then I'm going to flatten it out here and see if I can get a finer cut out of them. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, what I also decided to do last minute, I think I'm going to do something fun out of it. And I am going to cut a hole in the middle. Make it different. So I'm going to cut a hole in the middle of this cookie. See if it works. Yes. Just to do something different. So I'm going to make green tea cookies with and without holes. Okay, so there. So I went ahead and just used this, punched out the middle. This is the smallest cookie cutter out of this cookie area of cookie cutters, and it's the smallest one. So let's do one more to show you what I'm doing. This is so fun. Okay, so one more. So I tighten it up, roll it around, and there you go. Flatten it a little bit, and give it a better fine edge. There you go. All right. So with or without holes, matcha green tea cookies. So I'll let you go for now. I'm gonna finish rolling these up and put them in the oven. So instructions say about 350 for about 15 minutes, but every oven is different. So it's a little bit hard to tell because they're colored, but in the past, when I made them, I just made sure that the bottom was a little bit browned. We don't want these to be too hard, so a little bit brown. So if you do it at least 15 minutes, you should be on the safe side, but definitely keep checking them. Okay, I'll see you when they're done. So that was fun. So I let the cookies in the oven cook about 20 minutes on 350. So that's for my oven, 20 minutes on 350. People's ovens were all different. The minimal is at least 15 minutes. So please keep checking it after 15 minutes, but I say 15 to 20 minutes at 350. And I'll go ahead and show you the cookies and what the bottom of the cookies should be like. So with this recipe that I just quoted, I got about 15 cookies, but someone swiped them without me looking, swiped one of them, so now I only have 14. But anyways, okay. So remember earlier I cut out the middle of the cookie just to make it a little bit different, make it fun. That is the bottom of the cookie. Try to get you a really close-up fine picture there. So it's a little bit brown and it's thick. This is about a 1.5 inch thick cookie. So I have noticed with these shortbread, okay, that they have to be at least 1/2 inch thick or they'll just break off. So recommendation is roll it the way that you saw me roll it and just kind of push it down a little bit and you'll get your 1/2 inch. So these are not liable to break off anytime soon. They feel stiff and that's what I wanted. So here is one that's tall, 1/2 inch at least, and it doesn't have a hole, so I wanted to do some with or without holes just to make it different. And this is a very nice bottom, very round. So I use a cookie cutter a little bit just to fine up the roundness, but without a cookie cutter you could probably get a good round cookie anyways if you roll it into a ball and smash it a little bit with your palm. Okay, and here is another one. Here is one that is a little bit more brown, which is okay. So these are shortbread, so everybody knows shortbread's on the dry side, but it's a good good with tea or good with coffee. So the next step is, these have kind of cooled off for about an hour. So the next step is putting this confectioner sugar over the top. And it just gives it a little bit more sweetness to complement the matcha, because the matcha can be bitter a little bit. So this is a very unique cookie. Like I said, it's a DIY. You can't really find it in stores, so it's a very easy recipe. So I'm trying to think of if there's any other matcha cookies that I've made in the past, but I haven't. I'm trying to think back. No, I really haven't. I mean, I could try a matcha sugar cookie, but these are probably better tasting than a matcha sugar cookie would be. So I'm going to take my cookie and I'm just going to go ahead and dust all of them. Give it a good kind of sugar dust. So it makes it look really pretty, and like I said, it gives it a much sweeter taste. So the sweetness complements a little bit of the bitterness with the matcha. So these definitely turned out what I was hoping they would turn out like. So this is a tried and true recipe. You don't have to worry, but make sure that your oven is preheated, okay? Because if you put the cookies in and the oven's not preheated, these cookies will flatten and they'll be like crisp, matcha crisp. So definitely make sure the oven is preheated, and definitely make sure the cookie is rolled tight, then smashed. All right, so let me bring a cookie up to you. and show you how pretty it really is. So pretty. It's one of my favorite cookies. We used to make this all the time when I'd go to the beach every Saturday, and people would ask for it. All right. So these are going to a friend of mine tomorrow. She's been helping me a lot in the past 15 years. So she's always asking what's on the menu. So I like to surprise her with different things. All right. So there you go. Do you like it with or without the hole? I say with the hole. All right. Okay. So let me just review the recipe and then I'll let you go. 2 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 cup butter, 1 to 2 tablespoons matcha green tea powder. So that was another thing. I put 1 and 1/2 tablespoon, and it is very, very pretty in green. But definitely if you want it more green and a little bit more bitter, you can definitely put 2 tablespoons matcha green tea powder. And this is a green tea powder that I had. And this bottle, it's, let's see if it gives the ounces. It says it's 28 grams and 1 ounce was about $8. Okay, matcha is expensive for sure. So $8, but I use the same matcha when I make green tea Rice Krispies. So that's another green tea thing that I do is green tea Rice Krispies, and that is on my YouTube channel too. If you just type in Lady Shake and Bake green tea Rice Krispies, you'll find that, and people love that too because I drizzle it with caramel. So yes, this is the matcha green tea powder that I use. So 1 to 2 tablespoons of this, 1/2 cup sugar, and of course powdered sugar for dusting. And there you go. This is what you get. All right, I'll let you go. Let me know how it goes for you. Take care.